All right, let's see what we got. All right, everybody, welcome. We are here with the man, the myth, the Fit. Fit, say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, that's great. That's gorgeous. I love hearing your voice here. First things first, welcome to the stream. This is just gonna be just a one-on-one hangout fishing uh, interview with FitMC. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat there, and we'll get there eventually. We'll be taking questions from chat, all the subs and people watching here. So yeah,
Sweet.
let me just check, make sure stream looks healthy. Oh, that looks gorgeous. It's gorgeous, darling. It's gorgeous. All right.
Nice.
So Fit. Why don't we start off? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself here?
Um, well, I'm FitMC. Um, I like long walks on the beach, moonlit walks in the park. I like giving young children the middle finger. Um, and this summer I started a digital war against a Canadian.
Wow. Sounds like you had a pretty eventful summer there.
Yeah, it was one hell of a summer, I tell you, man.
Yeah, well, that's great. That's great. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for coming on here, doing this with me. I have it scheduled till 9 o'clock, but I expect to go to maybe like 8:09, maybe 8:10. So not gonna be a super
Yeah.
long stream here, but
Yeah, it's all good, man. I got plenty of time for this. Hey, your bobber's touching my bobber.
hold on. Let me get over here. I'm gonna get across streams here. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh no, I can't even see it.
Oh man, you never cross the streams, man.
So yeah, basically built this little interview room for us. I still can't see it. Son of a gun. There we go. But all right, perfect. So yeah, let's start off. What is your favorite movie, Fit?
My favorite movie, I love Office Space.
Office
I
Space.
fucking love Office Space so much.
Oh, that's pretty great. Yeah, Office Space is a classic. I think you made us all sit down in the dorms and watch it. I believe it was our freshman or sophomore year in college.
Yeah, you remember the one movie we watched more than any other in the dorms, though? We watched it like 11 times.
I can think. I want to say two movies. I believe it was Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
That was no, that one
That
was
was
even
after?
more, but that was after the dorms.
After the dorms. Oh boy, you're gonna make me
I'm
think
talking
back
like
to the dorms.
freshman, sophomore year. We watched this movie like 11 fucking times. Do you remember what it was?
Oh boy, I'm supposed to be doing the interview. No, I'm just kidding. I think honestly, I don't recall. It might have been Zombieland, or I think that might have been after we moved out as well.
I can't believe you don't fucking remember, you old fuck.
I know, right? These gray hairs on my chest—they're just taking away my memory.
Man, those mid-20s have not been good to you.
I know, right?
It was Ocean's 11.
Ocean's. Oh man, I'm just gonna end the interview now.
Motherfucker.
Thank you everyone for coming out. I'm so embarrassed. I'm just gonna go sit in my bed and cry for the rest of the evening here.
Do you even remember how we first met?
I do. I do. Well, at least I remember my version of how I first met you, or how we really got to know each other. It was our. Well, I'll let you tell it. I'll let you tell it.
Yeah. I met Stryak, even though we were college buddies. We actually were buddies in high school. I met him in junior year English class.
Yes, you did.
We both had a crush on the teacher, so we kind of bonded over that. And yeah, the rest was history, What a shit show it's been. So, wow. So, wait, we were juniors. That was what, 2006?
Yeah.
Going into 2007? So we've known each other almost a whole decade.
It has been a whole decade with just shit kicking and shenanigans and all kinds of fun, really.
And we're still alive. Like, that's the crazy part.
Yeah. Yes, we are. Ever so slightly, but we are still alive. So, yeah.
You're at 31 viewers right now. I think that might be like the largest amount of viewers you've ever had.
It is very close. Actually, I think it was the last College Island we did, not the one tonight, but earlier I hit 40 something. I think it was like 41. No, it was Disney World. It was Disney World.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Do you remember, going back to that junior year, do you remember what book it was that we actually started?
Oh, I remember what book we had to read. It was called, like, Water for
Chocolate.
And it was it was a Mexican romance novel.
Yeah.
And like you and I, like, what was our teacher thinking? You're gonna give a bunch of 16-year-old dudes a romance novel when
Yeah.
your English teacher is relatively attractive? Like, what was she thinking?
I think she just really liked the attention, but I don't know. I don't know what she was thinking. But it was pretty great. It was pretty great. So yeah, going after that, there's we kind of bonded in high school and went to college, and you got lucky. You moved up. You were just a couple doors down the hall from Raz and the Pollock there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we Anthrax Castle. We yeah, before we showed up, ever since like the 1960s, the dorm we lived in had been an all-female dorm, but we were the first year where men were allowed in the dorm, and we were on the top floor. We called it the penthouse. And like it was all dudes on the top floor, and we'd go down to like the lower floors where the girls were, and we would just like prank them all the time.
Oh yes, we would. I remember there was actually one event in the dorms that's just super fun. Do you remember Sock Wars or Assassin?
Oh, yeah, I remember Sock Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, we well, long story short, everyone signed up for it, and there's a dorm complex. So we had two different dorms. We'll call them Dorm A and Dorm B. We were in Dorm B. And what you do is you'd get a name out of a hat, or like it'd be a list name. So like you'd have to go over and you'd have to hit that person with a pair of socks, and then they'd be considered assassinated. And it's just a giant loop, so you had to make your way all the way around. If I remember correctly, I believe you won both years there, Fit.
No.
No?
Do you remember? I won 1 year. I
Won
won
one?
the second year because my freshman year, guess who fucking eliminated me?
Who was it?
Carter. He got me out because he brought me into his dorm room to show me Das Boot. Because he had like a legit Das Boot from Germany, and it was a big ass fucking boot. And like he told me to hold it, and so I did. And then he took out the sock and he like hit me in the shoulder with it, and he's like, "I'm sorry, man, I had to do it." I'm just like, "You motherfucker!"
So that's how you met Carter.
Betrayed my ass.
That is how you met Carter. Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty great. So yeah, tell me more about your relationship with Carter there. Said you met him your freshman year. Please explain.
Yeah, Carter and I, and same with you. We've all known each other since our freshman year of college, and we met him. He was a cool dude. You know, he brought us to parties and stuff. And you know, when you're 18 years old, 19, like you want to go out and just party all the time. And he knew all the people, so we were, totally down. But then after hanging out with him for a while, we're like, damn, Carter's a pretty sweet dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was pretty great. Yeah, and then just I didn't get to know him all that well freshman year, and then all of a sudden, sophomore year, we had the same speech class, and it was incredible.
Yeah, in college, Carter and I, we had that class together, history through film, and the whole thing was a fucking joke. I mean, literally, we showed up, watched a movie, and then the homework was by the next day just write like 2 paragraphs on what the movie was about. Like it was the easiest A I've ever had in college. Like I could not believe it was actually a class. That's how easy it was.
That's pretty funny. Like, what a class. You go there and you just watch a movie and you get an A.
Yeah. And the first movie of the year, because it's supposed to be like medieval, like history, they're like, we're going to show you the most historically accurate film on the first day, and it was Monty Python. So like when Monty Python, the Holy Grail, is considered the most historically accurate, you're in for a shit show of movies.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Oh, I wish we could talk about all the crazy times we had on stream, but some of the stories are so ridiculous, I don't think people would actually believe them.
No, I really don't think they would either. It's because, I mean, let's be real. When it is you, Carter, Raz, and I hanging out, like, on a Friday night, what's the matter, Fit? You look poisoned. You look a little sick.
I got really poisoned from that last catch. I just realized, what if a TNT pops out?
We run. We run.
True. Man, this is 8 seconds of poison. But yeah, it's like, I can't, like, even in real life, I can't even tell half of our college stories because people just assume I'm bullshitting it because that's how just ridiculous they are. Like, it's literally like something out of fucking Animal House.
Yeah.
It sucks because it's like those of us that were there, we knew it actually happened, but we can't tell anyone else because they think we're bullshitting. It's sad.
Oh yeah. So let's go back to classes here. What was your favorite class you took in college?
My favorite class. One of my freshman English classes, I had this professor who was just he's my spirit animal. Like he was just the most chill dude. He would take off his shoes and just walk around the lecture hall in his socks and he told me like I could get like a bunch of extra credit if I memorized some Shakespeare. Because like I'd done a paper for him, I got like a B on it. I'm just like, oh man, what the fuck? He's like, if you can like memorize the first part of Hamlet, I'll give you the A, which would have given me an A in the class. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. You know, if it's gonna give me an A in the class, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it.
So let me ask you this: do you still remember it?
Oh man, don't get me started. So, to be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep, to say we end the heartache, and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death, what dreams may come. And that's it.
Wow. You're the whole package over there. Intelligent and smart.
That's one of those things
that's
you
awesome.
don't forget, you know?
Yeah, that is. I'm actually super impressed. I really didn't expect you to know that much. Well done. Well done,
like
sir.
in school when they make you memorize your adverbs or whatever, you know, about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, as, at, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, but, by, despite, down, during, except, around, for, from, in, inside, and to, like, near, off, of, on, out, outside, over, past, through, to, toward, under, underneath, until, up, with, within, without, is, am, are, was, were, be, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, could, may, might, can, must.
I don't even know what to say to that. That is just,
you know, it's just funny because it's like on 2B2T, I act like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I can't let people like know that I'm smart. You know, no one likes smart people, so I don't want people to know I'm smart.
That is seriously impressive, sir. Impressive.
Thank you, but I still can't do math.
You know all the adverbs, but you can't do math. He can quote Hamlet for days. Adverb.
Yep. But once you start putting letters in my numbers, fuck up.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. My chat is going nuts for you here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's impressive. So let me ask you this. On the adverse side, what was your least favorite class in college?
My least favorite class? Oh, God. I had to take a history of religion class.
Yeah.
And we, like, literally a quarter of the class was Jehovah's Witness. And, like, they just made life hell for everybody else. Like, no one could have an opinion in that class. Like, it just sucked. You know, like, you hear about, like, all the safe space bullshit that's going on in colleges these days. Like,
yeah.
That class was definitely the start of that. Because, like, I took that class in 2012. I think, yeah, 2012 I took that class. And, like, it was just so unenjoyable because of just, you know, like I said, everyone had a fucking opinion. The professor couldn't even talk half the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, that's kind of the one thing about college classes. Like, it's nice to be in a big group where, like, you're able to be exposed to a lot of different opinions there. But at the same time, in each class, there's always that one person that kind of feels like they have to outweigh and, forgive me for saying this, but trump everyone else. So.
Yeah. You know, it's like, when you're in a classroom, I just feel like there's certain things.
Should be back up here in a quick second. Let's just see. All right. Did we do it?
I don't know. You tell me. Are we live?
People in chat, are we live? If you can hear me, bring it back. Bring it back. All right,
yeah.
Looks like we're back. All right.
All right,
So
sweet. We're back.
back to safe spaces and trigger warnings. Please
Yeah,
begin.
pretty much, dude.
Yeah, yeah, but kind of where we left off. It's one of those things. Like you go to college and you want to kind of experience the real world while still being on your own, and it kind of sucks having everything taken away from you like that.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you do go to college, though, you gotta live in the dorms at least 1 year. For us, we did two because we had such a great time. But like, it's really part of the college experience. Like, there's so much debauchery that goes on in dorms. Like, you can't miss it.
Yeah, I mean, we met so many different people there, and it was really cool because like everyone just had their own personality, and when you get everyone together, like some of the craziest moments happen. Like, let's be real, El Jefe was probably one of the funniest people we've ever met.
Oh God, yeah. Like, there's very few people in life that make me laugh so hard, like I actually start crying. But El Jefe was one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just incredible. He was actually he lived with Raz there the first year, and he just never kind of left the group. He just hung out with us all the time, and it was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah. What's funny is that you know how we've known each other for so long, like we know like our personalities are kind of different.
Yeah.
Whenever we play like Skyblock and it's just you, Carter, and I, um, one of my 2B2T friends is like, "Oh, I love your series because it's like three fits, like they're all the same." I'm just like, "Oh, if only you knew. We have subtle differences like hair color and um, taste in music."
Yeah. Actually, speaking of incredible segues, fit. Let's talk about music. So, do you play any instruments?
Yes, I play the guitar. Well, I played the guitar. I took lessons as a kid for like 10 years. But once I got to college, I kind of just didn't play it anymore, except if I was drunk at parties.
Yeah. Then you became, well, to reference Animal House again, guy singing puppy dogs and hummingbirds on the stairs. It was incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's
Are you
continue with this.
poisoned there?
Yeah, had some bad sushi. But
It happens, man.
yeah, tell me.
Yeah. What about,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, didn't you play piano at one point?
I did. I've played the piano since I was 9. I took lessons for 3 years. Speaking of TNT, shit, we're good. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I played since I was 9. As I was saying, took 3 years of piano and just kind of picked it up again in college and started playing by ear. And yeah, and then actually you taught me quite a bit on the guitar as well. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Um,
go on, tell me more. What kind of music do you like to listen to?
I think I've said this in a previous video. I listen to anything but country. Like, and the only time I even delve into country is like old Texas country. Other than that, like the new pop shit, I just can't handle it. It's all the same garbage. Um, I mean, I respect it as an art form, obviously, but it's just not my cup of Joe, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's very fair. Speaking of pop artists, I actually made you a little something here. So I'm gonna give these to you.
What is this? Go. You motherfucker.
Throw some glitter, fit. Make it rain.
I knew you were gonna reference Kesha. Like fuck these diamonds. I don't want this shit.
Throw them in there. Yeah, I might have
Triggered me.
in the earlier stream day on College Island, I might have dropped a couple stacks of those.
Oh my god.
I know,
Those
right?
poor people. Those poor people.
Uh, so yeah, while we're doing this, if you guys are in the chat here, feel free to throw questions in there, and towards the end we'll open it up, and if I feel your questions are acceptable and not totally invasive, I will be more than happy to relate them to Fit.
Oh, Elena says that you're a unicorn. Is that true, Stryak?
I will neither confirm nor deny such events and or accusations, but yes I am.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's a few people in college that saw your horn.
Oh boy, yeah, we don't
Probably
talk
a
to them
couple.
anymore. We got chased out of more than a few parties.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Funny story for all of you youngins. So I kind of lied to a fraternity that I was going to pledge just so we could go to free parties for a few weekends, and I'd bring Stryak and a few other of our friends from the dorms with. Um, but then eventually they found out I had no intention of pledging at all, and they got pretty pissed. But they couldn't find me. You know, there's thousands of students on campus. You're not gonna find me.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, that one night we were there, they had some of the best cake we've ever had. Like it
We
was,
s-
yeah.
we didn't steal. We just walked in and took some birthday cake, and it was pretty good. And then we didn't have to worry about retribution because the that fraternity got shut down like 2 weeks later for underage drinking. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, that fraternity was a real shit show there.
Yeah, they're real winners.
But all right, all right. Well, let me just consult my handy dandy notepad here. All right, Fit. We're gonna get deep here. Are you ready to get some deepness?
I can go deep.
Too deep for me, bro.
Yeah.
What are you most proud of?
Wow. You weren't joking. What am I most proud of?
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be anything too personal. If you just want to, if it's just something as vague as graduating college, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Graduating college. You know, having a success. Can't talk.
That's
So
all.
let's see. Graduating college, having a successful career, and now my YouTube channel is something to be proud of.
Yeah,
Getting out of college disease free, I think, was a pretty good achievement for me.
absolutely.
Um, you know, and being close with my family and friends, I guess that's all pretty important to me.
Yeah, I've gotten to know your family pretty well, and I must say they are incredible people. Every one of your family members. So,
Yeah, they're
well, yeah.
pretty sweet.
Um.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I
Please.
was gonna say your family's pretty sweet too.
Yeah, my family. Everyone seems to like them. That's the nice part.
Yeah, they're almost too nice to me. I'm like, what are you doing?
Well,
Like, I'm a shithead. Why are you being so nice to me? Why are you being so nice to me?
it's just it's your shit-eating grin there. Everyone
I,
loves it.
I have a charming personality. What can I say?
Yeah, I always said my youngest sister. She's just the biggest sweetheart in the world. She has the worst quality of always seeing the best in people. So, I think you can understand that.
Yeah, for sure. She's got that rare quality.
Yeah. Hey, Fit, one of the people in the chat here wants you to speak some Spanish. Do you still?
Okay. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. All right,
Yeah, that's right.
let's keep it deep. Let's keep it going. Who was your childhood hero?
My childhood hero.
Yeah, or someone you looked up to.
Um, this is gonna sound really funny, but when I was like 4 or 5 years old, you know how like when you're a kid that you've got that one movie that you watch every single day?
I do.
I used to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas, like the VHS tape, like every single day when I was 5 years old. And I thought Jack Skellington was like the coolest like guy ever. I was just like, holy shit, this guy is so cool. Like when you're five, like that's a movie that was kind of supposed to be scary for kids, but I loved it. Like, I'm fucking scared of Elmo on Sesame Street, but like, I love Jack Skellington of all people. I guess that was an early indicator of my personality. Um,
That's incredible.
Also, I used to love, like, a lot of kids were into, like the more violent shows on television and stuff. Like, I'd come home from school and I'd be watching like PBS, like public television. Like, I'd watch Arthur, I'd watch Magic School Bus, like, just learning shows, I guess. I used to love those when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Um, Rugrats, 90s Nickelodeon was pretty good.
90s Nickelodeon.
Cartoon Network, Johnny Bravo was just fucking hilarious.
Who was it that always did the Johnny Bravo impersonation? Was that you or was that Raz?
That was Raz.
Raz.
Oh, I love them pickles.
I sure do love them pickles.
Oh, I love them pickles. And now as an adult, I pretty much see myself as Johnny Bravo,
Yeah.
except, I guess more of a success.
Yeah. I think you might have gotten booted out of the server here.
I
Just the
oh
gun,
did
the
I,
gun.
I got kicked for idling. I was so busy looking at your chat and talking to you here. I'm getting back in right now. Wait,
There you
wait
are.
for it. There I am.
Oh, that's
That's
perfect.
right.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, one of your fans, or no, sorry, who's this? They're asking, am I emo? No, I'm not emo. I've never been emo. I've never worn black. I think,
You sure? You sure about that?
when have I ever worn anything that was emo?
I'm not sure if you did this with us because I don't really remember the night. Do you remember I think it was our sophomore year Valentine's Day.
Oh, that was a joke, though. That was not actually being serious.
Yeah, that's very true. Let's see here. I think it was Carter, Raz, Fit, and I were all hanging out. Everyone else was with their boyfriend or girlfriend, and we were hanging out at Carter's house, and we got drunk. And a couple of his friends came over, and they decided, you know what, you're single, put on eyeliner, go out there, and just be an emotional wreck for the night. So we did.
Oh, I wasn't part of that.
You weren't part of that.
What the hell? I didn't
You weren't
hear
there for
this
that?
story.
You really
I
weren't
wasn't
there for that.
there.
Yeah, we did an anti-Valentine's Day. We were drunk and bitter at the world. And we weren't actually bitter. We were having fun, but
Wait, that was sophomore year Valentine's Day.
I think so. Yeah. Oh, you had a
I was
girlfriend that
with
year.
somebody. I had a girlfriend
did.
at that time, so I wasn't part of your little emo bullshit. I was busy.
It was pretty great.
Uh, um, I think I have gone into a Hot Topic to buy a shirt once, and it was it was an NES Duck Hunt shirt.
Yes.
And like I said, a lot of people go in to buy those shirts to be ironic. Like I went in to buy it because I love Duck Hunt.
Love that
Like
game.
I was not trying to be ironic. I actually fucking love Duck Hunt.
That's pretty great. Yeah. Again, you were just incredible with the segues. It's almost like I emailed you a list of the questions beforehand, but here's the thing, I didn't. So you're killing it. You're killing it. Let's talk about video games. So
Okay.
what got your YouTube channel famous?
Well, I've had the YouTube channel open since 2008. I originally opened it 8 years ago as a Second Life trolling channel. Like we would troll Second Life. And I had some old videos up. I deleted them after a while because they only got like maybe like 6 years. They got like 1,000 views. And then I started uploading Team Fortress 2 videos in like 2011, 2012. And then starting in 2014, after I'd been playing on 2B2T for a while, I started uploading 2B2T videos as like inside jokes once in a while. And they were always just meant to be inside jokes. I had like 50 subscribers like my whole YouTube career. And then I was actually kind of close to quitting 2B2T like in June. Like I was playing maybe for 1 or 2 hours a week.
Yeah.
And even then I was just kind of logging into shitpost and exploring old bases and stuff, just trying to get items for the museum. And then I noticed that Rusher had joined and people were making a big stink about it in chat. And so I researched the guy. I'm like, holy shit, like we've never had exposure like this before. And so I'm like, well, if Rusher's here, his little fans are all going to be clumped together at spawn. We could make a massacre go on. And so we filmed it and we put it on YouTube. And at first, of course, it got a ton of hate because everyone who was searching 2B2T videos, were Rushers. So they see my video of me killing Rushers and it got massive dislikes, but it got a lot of views.
Yeah.
And after it got a lot of views, I'm like, this is pretty funny. Let's kill him some more. And so I just started posting more and more. But then the dislikes started going away and they became likes. I'm just like, wait a minute. We might have something here. So I was uploading like 3 videos a day all summer of just, killing Rushers, doing different events and stuff. It was pretty crazy. And like I said, just the channel blew up out of nowhere. Like I actually had a conversation with Rusher before our 1v1 at the Dark Souls Castle. He said that my channel grew so quickly that it broke the Social Blade scale. Like it fucking glitched it out because channels are not supposed to grow that fast. Like at one point I was getting 2,000 subscribers a day. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like I said, it still feels really weird. I don't feel like a YouTuber, you know? I mean, yeah, I'm making videos and stuff, but I just feel like I always have been, you know what I'm saying, Strack? Like I feel
Yeah.
like the old fit, I
Yeah.
guess you could say. It just so happens that people are tuning in now, which like I said, I really appreciate it, but it's just I kind of feel guilty too because so many people dream of being a YouTuber and like they try so hard and they fail over and over and it's just like this thing kind of fell into my lap and I just rolled with it. So I guess I got lucky. I got lightning in a bottle. That's the best way I can put it.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool because like I remember you actually came up here to visit Carter and I, and you're like, guys, I have something to tell you, because like we knew you did YouTube videos, just had a couple hundred subscribers when you were playing Team Fortress 2 and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you're like, check this out, and we look and you had like I think it was 15,000 subs that first weekend.
Yeah, yeah. When I came up to visit you and Carter, yeah, I was like, guys, I've been working on a secret project. I'm like, in the past week, I've become an underground YouTube sensation. I have 15,000 subscribers. And you guys are like, get the fuck out. You know, like, and I showed you guys, and I was so happy. I'm like, I have 15,000 subscribers. And look at this video, it's got 8,000 views. Look at that. And
Yeah,
I was just so happy. And it's just hilarious how just like that was 3 months ago.
yeah, and that's the insane part because like that whole weekend you were there for a good 3 4 days. By the end of that weekend, I think you just broke 20,000. You gained five in like 4 days, 5,000 subscribers in like 4 days.
Yeah, like I just like I said, the whole thing. Like for my oh, you're poisoned again, aren't you?
Yeah, I thought I could pick up the bottle. I saw it there. I couldn't.
Like my first I honestly want to say my first 25,000 subscribers, like the whole thing was still a joke to me.
Yeah.
Like I was just shit posting videos every day. I'm like there's no fucking way this is going to keep going like this. Like that but that's how things happen in life. They start out as like a joke and then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh shit. Like this actually is legitimate."
Yeah.
So after I hit 25,000 subscribers, I'm just like this isn't a joke anymore. Like this could actually really be something. Like people seem to actually like this stuff.
Yeah. And like it's cuz like I've known you. We've known each other for 10 years here and like watching you, and this is something I feel like that really drew like us, you, Carter, and I together, and Raz and Pollock and everyone in our friend group is like we all just got along really well. So like seeing all these YouTube videos with you, it's like you're just being you on the internet, and it's working.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, I might accentuate parts of my personality like on 2B2T and stuff like that, but that's a completely different place than the real world, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like people wonder what I'm like how I am in this interview right now on stream like this is how I am in real life. I'm pretty chill and same with my slower paced series. I'm just chill, you know. I'm not like Rusher where he's like excited over every little thing. Like, you know, I just if I see something cool, I'm gonna be like, huh, that was pretty cool. But that's it.
Oh, that's great though. I mean, that's great. It keeps it entertaining, and honestly, yours for me. But again, I've known you forever. Um, it really seems like your videos are just relatable, and a lot of people enjoy them. Like they love watching you go around just killing people. Like they love the violence. They crave it.
I know, because it's like, you know, you got all these Minecraft YouTubers that try and be prim and proper, or they try and go overboard with like, you know, the inappropriate jokes and stuff. Like I just go out there and I don't give a fuck. Like I just say what I want and I don't try to be edgy. I don't try to be inappropriate. I'm just being myself. I mean, I swear a lot in real life. You know this.
I do.
You
Yeah.
lived under the same roof as me. You understand my daily lingo. Um, you know, and I hate these Minecraft YouTubers that pander to the kids. Like that will purposely make themselves PG just to try and get more subscribers. Like that was a big concern of mine. Like I don't want to try and compromise who I am for more viewers. Like my current growth is great. I love it, but I'm not going to change who I am, you know, cuz the minute it stops being fun for me, like it's over. I'm done. Like
Yeah.
YouTube is a lot of fun for me right now. I absolutely love it. Like it's absolutely crazy. I live a secret life on the internet that no one in real life knows about. And it's fun.
Yeah,
But the minute it feels like work, I'm going to quit.
and that's very fair. That is absolutely fair. So like,
Hmm.
what would you say? Well, I guess let's talk about 2B2T. I guess we kind of did already, but like, what would you say the main differences between 2B fit and real life fit, apart from just like being a bit more chill in real life?
Um, well, obviously on 2B, it's kill or be killed. I'm a lot more aggressive on 2B2T. I'm a lot more vindictive in some cases.
Yeah,
I hold grudges on 2B2T for a long time.
yeah,
Like like with Talo, like we didn't become friends until after like 3 years of just fighting each other constantly. Like it's I take things like, yeah, I kind of take things in stride and as a joke on 2B, but there are other things I do take personally, which I probably shouldn't. It's a block game, but most of the people that have played on 2B for a long time, they take things personally. It's just that kind of server attracts those kinds of people.
yeah,
It is known as one of the most toxic places in all of Minecraft. Like everyone knows that. Um, and I always had fun on 2B, but I always felt like, I was a little out of place. Like, I felt like, what's the word? A normie.
yeah,
Like, all the crazy shit that happens with the players on 2B2T in real life, I felt like a normal person. I'm just like, I don't fit in here because, like, I can't really relate to a lot of the people on this server. A lot of them are social outcasts. A lot of them have no friends in real life. And it's like, that's not really me. I went through your stereotypical, American upbringing, family, go to a good school, have friends in real life. Like, I can't really relate to a lot of 2B players in that regard.
yeah,
And,
absolutely.
I mean, just, and being established in the real world, that's just, part of it too is getting older. Like, a lot of the players that were my age have quit 2B2T because they've moved on to other stuff or they just couldn't handle the bullshit anymore. But, now that this Russia thing's been going on, we got a whole new generation of players, which makes things interesting. But, yeah, sometimes I miss my old friends on 2B. A lot of them quit. A lot of them quit.
Yeah. Oh no, I totally understand that. It's like it's one of those things you look back on your memories with just really fond feelings, and you cherish what you had. Not to make that a very depressing answer, but no, I definitely understand where you come from.
Uh huh.
So, all right, a lot of people in my chat now don't feel any pressure to answer this. What are your real thoughts on Russia?
Um, like I said, I don't like him on 2B. I just think that he's been abusing our server. But it's a double-edged sword. I don't like him, but at the same time, without him, I wouldn't have had an explosion in popularity. But it's like I don't let that, you know,
Yeah,
that doesn't give him a free pass in my eyes. I mean, I've talked to him outside of 2B and he seems like a fine dude,
yeah,
but I mean, like I said, on the server, I got to kill him. It's just how it works.
I think that's totally fair. I think that's absolutely fair. So, back to the initial subject here that brought us to that question. What is your favorite video game? I know we answered this in one of our old College Island videos, which, shameless self-plug, if you haven't seen them, go check them out. They're awesome.
Yeah. Oh
But,
man. Yeah, I've got a lot of favorites, but it all depends on like at certain points in my life, I've had a favorite game. Like I can look back at a game and know exactly where I was in life when I was enjoying that game. Like Donkey Kong Country was my first video game, and it was 1994. I played it at my cousin's house, and I fell in love with it. It was my first video game.
yeah,
Um, I remember second grade, Pokemon Blue. It was my favorite game. Um, third grade and fourth grade, getting into the N64 games. Like when I was 9 years old, it was Super Smash Brothers. When I was 10, it was Donkey Kong 64. When I was 11, it was Super Smash Brothers Melee. When I was 12, it was Animal Crossing. When I was 13, oh God, what was 13? Serious Sam. Because, yeah, I just got a good
yes,
computer and I was playing Serious Sam for the first time. I loved it. And then, just it goes on from there. And I guess my adolescence, ever since I got to college, Minecraft has pretty much been my favorite game, as you can tell.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I remember when you first showed it to us, we all looked at it like, wait a minute, this is a block game for kids. We did that. I think our first thought was this is just Legos. You're playing Legos, and then we eventually kept playing, and we're like, wait a minute, we fucking love Legos. This is incredible. And then we
Yeah,
got like our whole house into it.
exactly. People don't understand the college crowd. They were the first people playing Minecraft because Notch actually used to advertise Minecraft on 4chan.
Jeez.
No joke. He would go on V, like the video game board, and he would actually advertise Minecraft on 4chan. And that's how I found out about it back in 2010 because I actually saw a thread that Notch made on like one of the boards. And so I checked it out, and I'm like, this game is fucking sweet. This guy's got it going on. And it was all college kids. And like I said, the youngest kid you'd find playing Minecraft was like 17. Like the 17-year-olds were the squeakers back then. But of course, as something gets more popular, the kids get involved, and then the fan base changes. And then by the time Minecon 2013 rolled around, it was just, we were neck deep in shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So like, oh wow, that's a really, really good answer. I like that. I like that a lot. So, apart from Minecraft right now, what is your favorite game this current day? Have you like looked at anything else or?
I'm actually pretty excited for Final Fantasy 15 to come out in like a month or two.
Oh jeez, yeah.
That's probably the only game I'm actually looking forward to right now because Minecraft obviously takes up most of my time and I enjoy it still.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know how it is. I don't have any of the modern consoles. I just have my gaming computer, and that's it. Although this thing's not even a gaming computer anymore because it's old. I have to upgrade within the next month, especially if I'm going to be streaming a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And then, oh, I just had a good question for you going back here. What were you just saying? How'd you begin that?
What?
Oh, okay, Final Fantasy. That's where we were going. So do you remember the first time we beat Final Fantasy X?
Like in the dorms?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
The last day of move out, you, me, and Raz right in that room. We got to
And like,
sin.
we had not grinded at all, so like we were pretty underpowered, and like yeah, just all the strategy that went in. It was just, it took us. The fight took over an hour, but we did it, and just like how emotional the ending was. Like I remember that shit. Like very few times where a video game ending like impacts you emotionally, but that one did it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was the last day we were moving out. If we did not beat it that night, it would have been just all summer. Just, well, let's be real, we still hung out during summer, but
Yeah. It was symbolic. Like it was a very symbolic ending to our freshman year of college.
yeah, it really was. So, all right, we're gonna do one more topic, and then we're gonna go towards the ending questionnaire here, and that should be it for the stream. If that works for you, I mean.
Yeah, it works for me, man.
All right. So yeah, apart from Minecraft, what do you do for fun? Apart from video games.
Yeah, it's like people realize like gaming, of course, is a cool hobby, but don't let that be your identity. You should go out and you should do a whole lot of other stuff. I go to the beach. I go to the gym with my gym rats, my buddies. I like being outdoors. I like longboarding. I actually enjoy reading. Not that much, but I pick up a book every couple of months.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. I am a huge professional wrestling fan, like no joke. Like some people don't like to admit that, but I love professional wrestling, like WWE.
Yeah.
I'm actually a fourth generation wrestling fan. My great grandpa watched it in the 50s. My grandpa watched it, my dad watches it, and then I watch it. Like it's actually kind of part of my family's like history. Like it's kind of cool to say you're a fourth generation anything, and I'm a fourth generation professional wrestling fan. And what's crazy is that I kind of took inspiration from professional wrestling when I started my series on 2B2T. I realized, I'm gonna, I've always been kind of a prick on 2B2T, but if I really act like a complete dick, like a heel, like in professional wrestling, like a bad guy, if I just act like a complete jerk all the time, I think that'd be hilarious and that'd be a lot of fun. Like I had fun being a jerk all of June and all of July. I had so much fun. And it seems like the audience actually enjoyed it too. Like a lot of people were watching. Like they were enthralled by it. Like how can this grown man be such a dick to kids on a children's block game? Like it was just hilarious to me. So I mean, but let's see. Other than that, in real life, I've been getting better at cooking. Like you know me, I could always cook, but I've really been taking it a little more serious lately.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those life skills you gotta have. You can't be doing the ramen noodle shit the rest of your life. Knowing how to cook, like it's so much easier than people realize.
What's your favorite dish to cook?
Obviously Italian food I love, but I love cooking breakfast food in general, like omelets, open-faced breakfast sandwiches, bacon, of course. You can
Of course.
deny that. Quiche. I like making quiche. I actually go to the grocery store. I get a pie crust. I put the good stuff in, the spinach, the egg, smoked Gouda cheese. Like I make it legit, Like quiche is like my specialty dish nowadays.
Yeah, you'll have to make that for me next time I see you.
Yeah, if you come down to visit for spring break, we can do some quiche before we hit the beach.
I think that'd be fun.
And we got to get your ass some crunchy French toast.
Crunchy French toast. Yeah, the first time you told me that, I was just so skeptical. I'm like, wait a minute. You're telling me this toast is crunchy and French?
Yeah.
But no, it was actually really good. It was by far the best. One of the best things we had there.
It's wizardry, man. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, it was pretty damn good.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Should we do the ending questionnaire here and wrap this stream up for everyone? Or should we take some questions from chat first?
We can take some questions from chat first, and then we can do the last little questionnaire you have planned for me.
All right. So if you can hear this, throw some questions in the chat. Keep it, whatever you want to know. I'll pick and choose which ones I like here. But, yeah, so once the questions start coming in, we'll start asking. Just give it a second.
Yeah.
Wait for the YouTube delay.
Yeah, I gotta love the delay.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And let me just make sure the stream is still up. Yep, we're still good. Alright, I'm just going to scroll up to the top here because I actually saw quite a few questions earlier. When are you going to show your face fit?
Like I said, if I ever make it to 100,000 subscribers, if the channel continues to grow, I would do it at 100K.
Okay.
And people wonder like why I don't want to show it yet. I don't know. I don't feel like it's time, Like I'm not afraid to show my face. Like I said, at 100K, I will absolutely. In fact, you're not gonna like it because once I show my face, I'm not gonna stop showing it. Because you know how I am in real life, Stryak. You know me. I'm very vain. But
with
yeah,
good reason though.
So
good
yeah.
reason.
You'll see it eventually, but yeah, 100K. If I ever make it there, it'll be 100K.
All right. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Farfetch'd.
Dog.
My man.
Oh, solid choice.
Farfetch'd. Hell yeah.
All right. Fit, how many licks does it take for you to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop?
1. Because I know I handle my fucking business.
Oh, that's a funny one. I like that. Let's see. Just kind of scrolling through the chat here. Wow, so much spam in this chat. But, on a scale of 1 to 10, how cool are you?
I'm about like a 7.9.
7.9? Fair enough.
Yeah,
oddly specific.
7.9. I'd go point eight, but or sorry, not point eight. I'd go eight, but I like to be a little modest.
Do you listen to Black Sabbath?
Yes. What was it? Matt, that one Black Sabbath song. No, it wasn't Black Sabbath. It was just Ozzy Osbourne. The song he did for the movie Beavis and Butthead Do America. I can't remember what that song was called, but Ozzy Osbourne did a song for that movie, like Magic Man, I think it was called. I fucking loved that song. But yeah, I like Black Sabbath's old stuff too. Yeah, it's dad rock. Let's face it, it's totally dad rock, but it's
Dad
still
rock.
good. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. All right. So here's what we got for the end here. If anyone in the chat has ever watched Inside the Actor Studio, James Lipton always ends it by doing a famous questionnaire by one of his favorite people, Bernard Pivot. And it goes like this. So, Fit, we're going to ask the questions. Again, answer them honestly. Don't answer them at all. Whatever you feel like doing.
Okay.
Mr. Fit, what is your favorite word?
Fuck.
And what is your least favorite word?
Commitment.
What turns you on?
Gasoline.
What turns you off?
Light switch.
What sound or noise do you love?
I like the sound of... Huh. That's a tough one. What do I like the sound of? I like the sound of the was it the Doppler effect, or was it
Well,
when
like
a car is driving by with the music blaring, and then as it drives farther and farther away, like it changes its pitch. I like that sound for some reason.
that's a really good one. Really good one. What sound or noise do you hate?
I cannot stand babies crying. Like I fucking hate babies crying.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That was a tough one. Fit, what is your favorite curse word?
Shit.
Oh, I've heard that so many times. I love it. All right.
Yeah.
What profession other than the one you're in would you like to attempt?
If I could be like my dream job, I would be a water slide tester. Like that's a real fucking job. There are people that actually their job is to travel around the United States, going to different hotels and going down water slides and then rating them on a website. They get paid $150,000 a year. Like that's a real fucking job, and I want it, and I don't know how to get it, but I would love that job. That's my dream job.
Fair enough. What profession would you not like to attempt?
Probably a surgeon. Like I drink so much caffeine, like the fact that I can even aim steady with my mouse is a fucking miracle. Like I couldn't imagine actually trying to piece people back together. Like just fuck that.
That's very fair. Now, Fit, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
How?
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Oh my god. Well, Fit,
man.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been great. I've really appreciated it. Thank you for taking the time out and hanging out with me, just talking. Granted, we used to do this all the time, still do it all the time. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Do you have any parting words here for everyone watching before we sign off?
Thanks everyone for tuning in. You know, Stryak, he's a really cool guy. He actually streams real video games. Unlike me, I just do nothing but Minecraft, basically, with the occasional game. Yeah, whereas I've got a lot of viewers, you know, like I try and interact with my streams. Stryak, since he's still kind of a smaller YouTuber now, it's a really great time for you to get to know him and like interact with him in his streams. Like He's a really cool guy. I mean, I've known him for 10 years. He's just so based. So thanks for having me, Stryak. I appreciate it.
Wow, that was I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually blown away. I had a shameless self plug to do here at the end, but you covered it. Thank you.
You wish you could be blown away, you fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've known this man for over a decade. This is Fit MC. And
That's right.
we are out.